South Alabama opens up the season this Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time at Mississippi State. The game will be played in Starkville, Mississippi, and the game will be televised on the SEC network. Coach, before we get to questions, please give us your thoughts on the upcoming season and your upcoming season opener at Mississippi State.
Looking forward to the season. Obviously, we have more guys coming back, more experience, and as far as the Mississippi State game goes, looking forward to playing the SEC West team, we've played a couple times before. A very good football program, and our kids have been looking for this one all summer long.
Thank you, Coach. As a reminder, please press star 1 at this time to get in the queue to ask questions for head coach Joey Jones of South Alabama. Coach, before we get to that, you had two of your student athletes on the preseason first team, one on the offensive side in Gerald Everett and one on the defensive side in Jeremy Reeves. What do you expect from them this season?
Well, I think Gerald is, in my opinion, I've said he's got to prove it, but I think he's one of the best players in the league for sure. I think he's right now they're predicting, second, third round draft pick kind of deal, and so we're excited about that. Very good football player, got to get him in football. And then Jeremy Reeves, who's been basically a 2-year starter for us, and very good football player, moved him to the corner position, and feel like we needed him out there, and doing a heck of a job, and just one of the best football players we have, just a guy that's, can do it all.
Coach, recently you named your starter at quarterback, Dallas Davis. What stood out to you from the preseason camp that made you make the decision?
Consistency would probably be the key word. Dallas had one bad day, I think, out of all the summer practices. And so he's just a guy that comes out and runs the offense well, doesn't make the major mistakes, and been real pleased with his knowledge of the game. And he's got a good arm and he can run too. So it's, that's always helpful as well. But just one of those guys that's just all-around good quarterback.
Coach, you're one of the few teams in the league that starts off with two of your first 3 games against conference opponents. What is what is this early part of the season schedule? What do you think it can do for you heading into this year?
Well, it's obviously critical. We play Mississippi State. We come back, play Georgia Southern and Lafayette, and then we got move on down the road to Arkansas State a couple games after that, with San Diego State before that, and so. I like playing conference games early. It doesn't bother me. I'm one of those guys that hopefully we're healthy and the other team we play is healthy, and we can kind of find out who the best team is. And so sometimes you play teams later in the year, and one of the teams may be banged up and losing guys, and so I don't mind playing those teams early because that's when we're the freshest and got mostly all our guys healthy.
And, Coach, finally, just want to get your thoughts. Your athletic department recently helped a lot of victims in Lafayette by sending over a couple truckloads of goods to help the relief efforts. What were your thoughts on how your athletic department helped out fellow Sunbelt member Louisiana Lafayette?
It was a great thing. I think that anybody in the country who were able to help, because, unless you're not right there in it and living in the conditions that they were having to live in, you don't know how bad it is. And I've been in a hurricane situation, Hurricane Frederick back in 1979. I understood, the details and the hardships that go with that. So all of our any efforts that we have certainly was to help those people, and I felt like that it was certainly a need, and athletic director Joel Urban, it was his idea, and it certainly was worthwhile. But anything we could do to help them.
Okay, Coach, that's all the time we have for questions today. We appreciate your time, and best of luck with the first game in this season.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.